Janitor
Hello
Joe.
everyone and welcome to Janitor Joe by Andrew Brown. Story. Joe was a janitor at a local school named Delta Secondary School. One day, after school was out, he heard something in the janitor's closet. He slowly opened the door and saw a little munchkin looking at him. Joe froze, not knowing what to do. Suddenly, the munchkin opened a portal and jumped in. Joe was a curious man, so he jumped in after the munchkin and found himself in a strange, almost 2D world. Okay, so this is what a game is like. No, it must be pretty scary to switch from 3D to 2D suddenly. Well, there's a sound effect every time you jump. And you can... Actually, every time you just press the up button, you don't even have to jump. There are 5 lives in this game. And if you lose them, then the game is over. But there are save points where you can save. So, this is from 2003. It's quite easy. There were a lot of people, they just fell down right there. I don't know what's up with that. Great sound effects in this game. And a nice level design. Don't actually need to touch a lot of those platforms. And here, as you can see, one of the bricks fell out of the wall, and you can use it to stand on it.
Yes.
I didn't even need to get on that brick. I just had to fall over, leaning to the wall, and I touched the flag. So I don't think it's safe to walk over here because there are spikes. But since the sprite for Joe is actually transparent, you can use your hand. I mean, the hitbox is the same as the sprite. You can do this and lean with your hand on a brick. Okay. Bit dangerous over here, considering the spikes. There we go. Maybe I can use these ladders. No. Not high enough. Jump from a brick to a ladder. Very nice.
Yes.
Oh, wait, I didn't read that. Sorry. Press F5 to save. Okay, let's save. Press enter to continue. This is the checkpoint. You can actually move on the checkpoint screens. So they are playable in a way. This is a slow, relaxing game. And it reminds me of Ooga Booga by Kimberly Kubos. It also has Stickman and vast, empty, colorful backgrounds. The background changed from green to blue. Now, where do I go now? There it is.
Yes.
Didn't exactly know where the flag is. So that dot on the right, it actually kills you, so you cannot go directly to the flag. To move through over here. There are moving dots in here that are animated. Okay, where do I go now? Over here. It's kind of pixelated level design. Just huge chunks. Okay. I really like the ladders in this game, it's the best part. Oh, I fell down safe. Here's just a climb to the win. What is this?
Yes.
That's quite strange, so this gets a little experimental. There's an unreachable flag down there. What is this? This blood? Oh, it's teleported.
Yes.
Due to extreme hardness of this level, you will be able to save and load anytime you want in this certain level. Okay. Let's save. And go there. So this level is kind of like the world's hardest game. No, it's not that hard, it's just that there are save spots and you have to stop moving and think about when should you move. Haha, you suck. Just joking, it was a trick. Do not load. You do not lose a life. Well, that's good to know. I'm gonna save just in case. Because it seemed like it was a glitch with clipping, and here you can just move through it. It seemed like it was a glitch with clipping through a platform, but it was actually intentionally without collision. If you really want, you can skip this damn level now by pressing Alt. So I cannot actually go through this flag. No, I tried to, but then I got soft locked into this message box. So the only way to do this level is unfortunately, I want to be challenged by this and try it, but I have to skip it. Will I ever get out of this? Will I ever get out of the strange, crazy world? Joe thought, realizing that there might be unlimited levels, but then he thought of the maker of this game. No, whoever made this game wouldn't go to all that work to make unlimited levels, so he kept on going. Checkpoint. And here you can move in these checkpoints. I really like that. But some of these are stuck. Now let's proceed and see what this game will offer next. Alright. Now the background is purple. Maybe it is getting harder the darker the background is. I don't know. It's pretty easy. You know, janitor Joe, the Munchkin. Oh wow, he escaped. Couldn't get him.
Yes.
Was that the Munchkin from the Wizard of Oz? No, I don't really remember the Wizard of Oz that well. It's a great movie. It's one of the first movies to use Technicolor. It's some kind of doll of the Munchkin. Oh, just fell through there? Was that supposed to happen? The Munchkin just disappeared. Do you know the legend of the hanging Munchkin? There was this frame in the Wizard of Oz which had what appeared to be a Munchkin that was hanging from a noose. But I think that was disproven to be something else. Hey, there's no yellow brick road to follow, so I'm just gonna think that the linear path is the way to go. Downwards. Huh? What happened? Just fell through the platform. Didn't expect that. No. Phew, the ball got stuck in there. That staircase triggered the ball. This might be the job of the Munchkin. Oh, the ball stopped again. Just in time before it will kill Joe. And Now that the music stopped, I assume that we're safe again. Oh, there's the Munchkin.
Yes.
Keeps running away. Now that you have a doll of the Munchkin, you can use it anytime by pressing Ctrl.
Die, Janitor Joe!
Okay, so the Munchkin is coming at Janitor Joe. I think I have to jump over here. Cannot use that ladder. Okay, I should skip this.
Whoa, why are you chasing
That staircase was...
Because I need to kill you!
Why do you want to kill me?
Huh?
Because you know too much!
Can't you like put a mind spell on me so I
Yeah.
can get everything?
Janitor Joe?
Joe realized that the evil Munchkin was traveling through the walls of levels when he was traveling by transportation. If only he could get through the wall, but this is the end of the game, so you'll have to play Janitor Joe 2, Rise of the Munchkins. Information at Angel Fire Link. So that was the whole game. Thank you for watching. I think I'm gonna read the comment section for this game, and maybe try Janitor Joe 2. See if the links still work. The best use of Wizard of Oz in gaming history since Off by Mortis Ghost. So the Angel Fire link is still up, and it talks about how Andrew's dad deleted all the Janitor Joe files of his computers, and there's an alpha for Janitor Joe 2, Rise of the Munchkins. 3 years have passed since Janitor Joe entered the 2D world of the Munchkin. The Munchkins travel through the world using holes in the wall. Joe has to use transporting flags. Joe has been searching for years to find an exit, but has no luck. Over the years, Joe has become very tired and has lost most of his jumping ability. Okay, it has an animated title intro. Not sure if it's supposed to have sound. Don't hear any. Well, it's an alpha version and Joe jumps very low. There's some man watching the TV. And the background is not green in this one. It's quite unfortunate. Yeah, so I like how the game uses the mechanic, and there's a spiral teleporter. That looks more like a teleporter. A transport instead of a flag. Is this Joe's way out? And there are speakers over here. Yeah. Okay. Music and sound. Well, sorry, I don't hear any. This way to Transformers. Special thanks to Janitor Joe. And the font is different for this. That's quite strange. I don't really like how you cannot jump that far in here. Oh, look, you can also like clip through platforms. Like that, that's pretty nice. Oh, it changed. Okay. And the graphics are really strange here. Are those original sprites or not? Well, I kind of like how empty the first game is. This one seems like it has a lot of stuff. A lot more stuff. Not sure if I like that. Like the emptiness of the first one. It's pretty charming. But then there's also no sound here that I can hear. Maybe it's just an issue on my computer. Also, not a lot of gameplay here. The title screen is quite long. Is that it? Is that all there is to the alpha? Well, I guess Janitor Joe flew too close to the sun. The sequel was in production, which included a more realistic plotline where the alternate universe was actually an underground layer and Joe causes a large explosion inside which allows tactical teams led by Joe's hip brother into the layer to destroy the Munchkins and help Joe escape. I have not worked on the second Janitor Joe for at least 2 years, but maybe, just maybe, I will be re-inspired one day and finish this brilliant game of action and revenge.